Like the sands of time, I want you to forget about the last 3 decades of Prince of Persia sequels, spin-offs, and reboots. Let go of the Fallen Kingdom, the Forgotten Sands, and most importantly, Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, what were they thinking? I want to take you back to 1989, when Prince of Persia was a simple game about escaping a dungeon and rescuing the love of your life in less time than it takes to order a pizza from Dominos. So turn back now if you don't want to know what happens next, because today we're going to spoil the story and ending for Prince of Persia on the Sega CD and other systems. This is Game Over, the early years. I think we can all agree that Jafar is a bad guy. He's the kind of political advisor everybody warns you about, because the moment the Sultan is off fighting in another land, Jafar is right there to grab power any way he can. And he probably would have been able to get away with it if not for one small problem: the Sultan's daughter. Here's Jafar in the Sega CD version letting us in on his dastardly plan.
Foolish Sultan. You think you can return to Persia. But you're wrong. You no longer rule here. Soon the princess and all of Persia will be mine. I will be Sultan. I am invincible. O crystal of pure holiness, let me see the story of my triumphant future. Show me Persia under my reign. And show me the princess when she is my wife. And all Persia is ours.
I am terrified of Jaffa. While father has been away, Jaffa has banished the servants.
Don't worry. When the Sultan returns, everything will be all right.
Thank you. You're so kind. I've been very worried since father left for his mission far away. I'm so glad that you are here. I would like you to meet father when he returns.
Yes, but I am just a wandering traveler. Your father may be angered if he sees us together and banish me along with Jaffa. Princess, please return to your quarters at once.
What do you want? Stop it! Leave me alone!
Princess!
Leave us alone!
It is Master Jaffa's orders.
What?
We must arrest him.
Him? He didn't do anything wrong.
Master Jaffa will explain later. Please return to your private quarters.
He didn't do anything wrong. Stop it! Let him go!
Princess!
Young knight, methinks you are getting a little too friendly with the princess. And to reach my goals, I must get you out of the way.
This is not ideal for our nameless hero, but don't worry, he has a plan. He's going to escape from the jail and fight as many guards as it takes to defeat Jafar and save the love of his life. Okay, maybe that's not much of a plan, but what is he supposed to do? There are spike pits and guillotine traps all over the place, so his first priority is just to stay alive and make it out of the dungeon. What he doesn't realize is that he's on the clock. Jafar knows that he only has a limited amount of time to seize power, so he has a new plan the princess is definitely not gonna like.
sweet princess, how are you feeling? How do you feel about my proposition? You will marry me, yes?
Never. Who would want to marry you?
I shall ascend to the throne of this kingdom. Your destiny is by my side.
Father will never approve of that.
Your father has no place here anymore. I shall rule. Come to me.
Don't touch me!
Ha 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 ha! Yeah! Very well then, princess. I shall give you some time to make up your mind. Either you marry me, or when the last grain of sand slips through this hourglass, your time is up.
With no time to spare, our hero races through the palace solving puzzles, fighting guards, and avoiding traps. In fact, that's pretty much all he does. Probably the biggest story beat is that at one point he jumps through a mirror which creates an evil shadow character that thwarts our hero's plans every step of the way. We also drink a potion at one point that flips everything upside down. Long story short, our hero climbs all the way up to the palace tower in just the nick of time. Unfortunately, Jafar is waiting, and here's how that meeting goes.
Jaffa!
Ha 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 ha! You insignificant fool. So you've come this far. Very impressive.
Free the princess and leave this place forever!
Ha 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 ha! You have the audacity to give me orders. How amusing. Very well then, brave young hero. But first, you must fight me!
I'm ready!
Yeah!
So this leads to the inevitable one-on-one sword fight with Jafar, which isn't nearly as exciting as it sounds. It also hasn't aged particularly well. In any case, the former prisoner is once again able to defy odds and defeat Jafar. Here's what happens next.
I did it. It's all over now.
My brave hero.
Princess!
This is by far the happiest and bloodiest version of the ending you'll find. Most of the endings are a variation on the original computer version, which gives you a brief embrace followed by a paragraph of text. The Super NES version went a bit further by adding some new images to go along with a rewritten epilogue. It also ends with you riding away on an elephant, which is pretty rad. In any event, there's a lot to like about the storytelling in Prince of Persia. Yes, the Sega CD voice acting is a bit hammy, but it's a simple story that is executed well. I like the tension that comes with the 1 hour time limit, especially if you don't remember the solutions to some of the more obtuse puzzles. It's also nice that each version of the game has its own take on the ending. The Sega CD conclusion is certainly bloodier than the other takes, but all of them end on a sweet and satisfying note. Best of all, Jake Gyllenhaal is nowhere to be seen. I mean, what were they thinking? Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Game Over, The Early Years. If you liked what you saw here, then you should know that we post new episodes every Monday. Now here's the question I have for you. Is it time to bring Prince of Persia back? The last proper installment was all the way back in 2010, so it's been almost a full decade without a Prince of Persia game. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments below. In other news, we have a packed week ahead of us. I have a review of Fight of Gods going live on Tuesday, followed by Scintillatron 4096, a new quiz, and a look at the first few episodes of Nintendo Power. Like I said, we have a packed week, so I strongly recommend you click that subscribe button and support what we're doing here. Until then,